Do you want to be the woman that men obsess over? Do you want to be irresistible to men? According to science, there are certain qualities that most men are attracted to in women. If you want to become more attractive to men, then it's important to know what these qualities are. Becoming a woman that men obsess over is not impossible. In fact, you just need to develop the qualities that they find attractive. If you watch this video all the way through, you will learn how men think and how to make any man fall for you without putting too much effort into it. Before we get into this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below saying, "I subscribed." I will try my best to reply to as many comments as possible. Let's start. Number 11. Self-confidence and self-acceptance. To become the woman men obsess over, you need to be comfortable in your skin. When you feel good about yourself, you radiate positive energy that attracts men like bees to honey. It also helps to have a sense of humor. If you're sarcastic or witty, all the better. Confident women aren't afraid to make the first move, but don't do it too often. Once in a while is fine, but if you're always making the first move, men will think it comes from desperation or a desire to get laid. Men want someone who will go after what they want without being pushy or aggressive about it. Number 10. Make eye contact when you talk to him. It's tough to know what men think, but you might have a clue if you make eye contact when talking to a man. Try to look him in the eye when you're talking. It's a good way to show that you respect him and are confident in speaking your mind. You can do this by trying the 3-2-1 rule. Make eye contact for 3 seconds, then look away for 2 seconds, and back again for 1 second. Making eye contact is a good way to build rapport with someone and get them to trust and listen to you. Men are visual creatures and like to look at things that interest them. If you don't make eye contact when talking to a man, he may feel you are not interested in what he has to say or that something is wrong with him for having said it. Eye contact also helps build trust between two people, so ensure you do it when talking with men. Number 9. Touch him. We are not saying you should go around and touch every man in your life, but if you're with a guy you're interested in, don't be afraid to touch him lightly while he speaks. You can touch his shoulder or arm when he makes an important point, a light touch on the knee when he cracks a joke, or even gently play with his hair. The more men get used to being touched by a woman they like, the more touch they are likely to crave. And it's not just about physical touch. Men are also hungry for emotional closeness and intimacy, so don't be afraid to get close to him. A light hug when he sees you, standing close when you talk, or even sitting beside him are great ways to create the kind of intimacy that drives a man wild with desire. Number 8. Don't be overly feminine. Men like feminine women, but don't like women who are too girly or overly ditzy. Don't talk about fashion or makeup all the time. Men won't be interested in that conversation. Instead, talk about important or interesting things to both of you. If he asks questions about your interests, answer honestly and enthusiastically. Most importantly, don't talk about boys constantly, unless he initiates it. You can tell when guys get annoyed with this topic because they'll roll their eyes or change the subject quickly. Number 7. Don't put up with his BS. Don't hesitate to call him out if he's giving you grief. Men respect women who stand up for themselves, and it'll only make them try harder to impress you. If you want to be taken seriously as a woman, you need to learn to call out any unfair behavior you see in your man. They respect women who stand up for themselves, and it'll only make them try harder to impress you. Of course, this doesn't mean you should turn into a nag. Just don't put up with his bad behavior. For example, let's say your guy keeps forgetting to text back, or he blows off your plans at the last minute. Instead of getting upset and letting him know how annoyed you are, say something like, "I'm not going to chase you anymore. If you're interested in seeing me, then text me back." See? Simple and effective. Often, men take advantage of women who seem insecure or unsure of themselves. By pointing out his wrongdoings, you're putting yourself in a position of power and control. Not only will this make him try harder to impress you, and hopefully treat you better, but it'll also help boost your confidence. Number 6. Show up on time. One of the things that men obsess over is a woman who shows up on time. This may appear to be a minor characteristic, but it is significant to many men. They see it as a sign of respect and an indication that you value their time. If you're always late or even occasionally late, it can send the message that you don't care about your plans with him. He might feel like he's not important to you, which can be a major turnoff. So if you want to become the kind of woman men obsess over, ensure you're punctual. It'll show him that he can count on your word and not expect last-minute cancellations, because sometimes something else might come up. Number 5. Listen to him. This trait is probably one of the most important things you can do if you want to become a woman men obsess over. You need to be able to listen attentively and show a genuine interest in what he has to say. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with everything he says, but it does mean that you should be respectful and interested in his point of view. Make sure that when he is talking, you truly listen and do not just wait for your turn to speak. One way to show him that you're listening is by occasionally making eye contact and nodding your head. If possible, try to mirror his body language as well. This will make him feel like the two of you are on the same wavelength. You can also ask for his opinions on important things. This shows him that you're interested in what he thinks and will help him feel close to you. Number 4. Disagree with him. What do you do when your man is wrong? It's a question many women face, and it can be a tricky one to answer. After all, you don't want to come across as nagging or bossy, but there are times when you need to stand up for yourself and your point of view. There's a difference between disagreeing with a man and arguing with him. Disagreeing is different from arguing. Disagreeing is a healthy part of any relationship. It's how you work out the little things, and it's how you maintain a strong bond with each other. Arguing is something else entirely. When it comes to any disagreement, men don't want to hear "you're wrong." They want you to express yourself in a way that shows respect for their opinions, even if they're not the same as yours. What men want is a woman who is confident enough in herself to disagree with them. They don't want a doormat who always agrees with everything they say, but they also don't want someone constantly arguing with them. The key is finding a happy medium where you can express your opinion while still showing respect for your man. Number 3. Be present with him. It's rare to engage in a conversation with a person nowadays who won't stare at their phones at some point. This is a huge step towards becoming the kind of woman men obsess over. The problem is that we've become so reliant on our phones for entertainment, social media, and communication that we're not present in the moment. We're not living, we're just existing. And that's not attractive to anyone, let alone men. If you want to be the kind of woman men obsess over, it all starts with putting your phone down and being present. It doesn't mean you have to give up your phone entirely. Make a conscious effort to put it away when you're around other people, especially men. Number 2. Use scent to trigger his emotions. When a man smells a woman's perfume, it can trigger emotions and memories. It can also be a way to connect with her on a deeper level because of the way it's interpreted in the brain. When we smell something, it goes through the olfactory system, which is located in the limbic system. The limbic system is the emotional center of the brain. So when a man smells a woman's perfume, it can trigger emotions and memories that he may not even be aware of. For example, wearing a perfume your boyfriend loves will remind him of the good times you've had together. He'll start to feel happy and nostalgic just from smelling your scent. Or if you wear a perfume that reminds him of his ex-girlfriend, he may start to feel angry or jealous. Either way, using scent to trigger emotions is a powerful way to get under his skin and stay there. If you want to become the type of woman men obsess over, you need to find a signature scent that will make them feel something whenever they catch a whiff. Number 1. Having an opinion. We are attracted to people who have their own opinions and thoughts. When you talk about things as if it were the only way possible and avoid giving in, men Love that. Men want to be with women who know what they want and how they want things to be done. That's incredibly attractive. You can take this a step further by teaching him something new. When you show that there is more than one way to do things and help open his eyes to other perspectives, he will be even more attracted to you. Be independent. He wants to know that you will be okay without him. He needs to feel like he has a chance with you and that he is not the only one who can make you happy. When you show him how much fun you have on your own, he will want to be part of it all the more. Final thoughts. Becoming a woman that men obsess over requires maintaining a positive outlook and the right mindset. By approaching things with confidence and a can-do attitude, you'll be more likely to catch a man's eye and keep his interest. Finally, if you think understanding a man is hard, then you should definitely learn how to trigger his hero instinct. The best way to learn about this amazing new psychology is by checking out the first link in the description right now. It's a powerful psychology guide that will teach you exactly how to make a man fall in love with you even if he is not interested in you using male psychology. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.